kind of, it's one of those in Rome, do as the Romans, but try and, anyway, hopefully you don't encounter it. The priest, the deacon will then exclaim, the doors, in wisdom let us attend. So what doors are we talking about? Historically, the doors of the church were then locked and secured, and making sure that the catechumens and the penitents were not in church. Later it was preserved in Hagia Sophia so that people would not be going in and out of the church. Note the doors the deacon was talking about were about 10 feet wide and 20 feet high. When those doors were shut, the whole place shook. For us today, it should remind us to close the doors of our doubt, our unfaithfulness, to lay aside all earthly cares. This is also a time that we should not be walking around doing things like putting up candles. When we sing the creed, we have the articles of faith formulated at the First and Second Ecumenical Councils. In Nicaea in 325, Constantinople in 381. These are the 12 articles of what we profess and what we believe. During the creed, the priest or priests will fan the gifts with the large air or the cover. It has been said that in the old days the priest was shooing away insects from the gifts due to the Middle Eastern climate. Historically, deacons actually had real fans for this, which are the liturgical fans that we have in our church. And the deacons, when a deacon is ordained to this day, they still actually do that. They do it a lot more gently than actually fanning them. They actually just form the sign of the cross over top of the gifts. Important for us to remember where we came from, because those days may have to come back. Probably not having to shoo away flies or other things, but when we've served outside here in the summertime, also an important time to understand, out in the open air, that these things are real. And so the adorning covers that cover the gifts are important. They play a role. Today it is more traditional, and maybe you would say, in invoking the grace of the Holy Spirit to come down upon the gifts. But keeping in mind that since everything in the church has a purpose, the purpose is very practical, but it's also very spiritual.
Let us love one another with one mind, we may confess. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, the Trinity, one in essence, stand undivided. The doors, in wisdom let us attend. The honor of the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth and of all things visible and invisible, and in whom Lord Jesus Christ, the Son of God, the only begotten of the Father before all ages, light of my true God and true God, begotten of me, of my sins in the Father, by whom all things are made, who for us men and for our salvation came down from heaven, and was incarnate of the Holy Spirit and the Virgin Mary, and became man. And he was crucified for us under Pontius Pilate, and suffered and was buried. And the third day he rose again according to the Scriptures, and ascended into heaven, and sits at the right hand of the Father. And he shall come again with glory to judge the living and the dead, whose kingdom shall have no end. And the Holy Spirit, the Lord, the giver of life, who proceeds from the Father, who with the Father and the Son together is worshipped and glorified, who spoke by the prophets, in one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church, I acknowledge one baptism for the remission of sins. возвестившего славу Пресвятой Марии, Девы, почеловечества, распятого же самый преподистин Георгия, исполнявший погребенное воскрешение в третий день по Писанию, и вошедшего на небеса и сидящего весну Его Отца, и Бога, ведущего со славой святых